Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Piglet here once again and I'm back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Yoshi's Crafted World for the Nintendo Switch. So last time we have managed to wrap things up with the forms of Shadowville while simply able to find the last few souvenirs on that particular world as you can see right there, and also we did manage to get ourselves all of the costumes, junior forms of in Shadowville, and today for this episode is the fact that we actually got into the last stop by simply able to go on to the final battle in the game, specifically mainly the final boss of the game, which is kind of usually relatively speaking, and also we might able to actually decide to rescue the final Dream Gem, which appears to be the green Dream Gem. So either way though, oh gee, I wonder what that familiar face was behind on that particular castle tower. Well, I'm pretty sure I know exactly who that is, but either way though, let's just see what happens here after we go through the forms of, what else? Some cutscenes. Well, to be more specifically, only one cutscene in particular. Thanks for going to all the trouble to gather these for us. At last, we have succeeded. His pushiness will finally see his dreams fulfilled. Ah, yes, all of our tribulations have been worth this fated day. Finally, we've got them all. Hurry up, I want to make my dream happen. Of course, you stubbornness. Make a wish, whatever you stinky heart desires. And there goes the fifth and the final Dream Gem, but apparently the actual face goes all like pretty mad. I want the biggest, baddest, most awesomest robot. And he was like, your wish is my command. Or anything like that. It looks like he was just about to make the robot happening, so that's all I can really say about it here. Oh no, there goes the rest of the Yoshis except one, which we are still playing as the green one, so... Because to be honest with you, I think using the green Yoshi might be the actual main priority here for, you know, the rest of the Yoshi series as of always. Oh jeez. Isn't that very similar to Bowser Jr.'s Boom Bunker or Boom Machine or Boomstay Machine or something? I don't know. I'm just a little bit confused right there. So anyways, here's the main final boss in Yoshi's Crafted World, where once again we need to beat the likes out of Baby Bowser once again. Except this time, rather than just trying to go through the entire level to able to actually just hopefully facing against with him, unlike in Yoshi's Woolly World, that's how you do have a full-fledged level. In this game this time around is the fact that you were able to actually get into the actual, you know, the final boss from the start. So either way though, in this particular phase, as you can see right there, we need to take down those particular cardboard stuff before you're able to actually decide to deal the damage on Baby Bowser. And the more you do them, then you would able to actually decide to toss the egg back at him, and hopefully you should able to ground pound him at the process. And along the way, you would able to get some more coins, which definitely really helps, especially noticeable that we've only got about, you know, 2 more capsule machines left until we're able to done with those, specifically trying to spend on something when it comes to likely using the capsule coins machinery stuff. So the next phase we need to basically just take down those kinds of contraptions, as you can see right here. So even though there's not much else to it apart from the fact that I've basically run out of eggs, as in my ammo and stuff. But unfortunately though, that might be seems the case. Luckily you do have some health or what have you, so even then you don't have to worry about, you know, the dual die situation or anything like that anytime soon until likely the next part. But either way though, let's go ahead and just let the actual thing decide to stomp on us. And once again I'm off by a few eggs left, or in this case I'm still run out of those Yoshi's eggs. Luckily though, Baby Bowser's rocket missiles, specifically the red ones that cause the actual red shy guys to come down, then that way you can able to actually just to get yourselves Yoshi's eggs from there. So kudos to that, I suppose. So anyways though, aside from everything else, I'd like to point things out for this point today. I mean, obviously today's day is the forms of, I would say it's the 18th of September today, in this case in 2020. So in this case, there's not much else I can usually just try to talk about this, apart from the fact that, well, relatively speaking, we're almost nearly towards the end of this game. So relatively speaking, we can expect we can able to actually finishing this Let's Play and during at some point in, at some time in October, very similar to the ones in Yoshi's Woolly World, basically. So even then I would classify for able to point that out. But I'll discuss more about more specific details later down the road. Specifically, whenever we get on to the forms of, let's just say on next Tuesday or something. So either way though, let's just go ahead and get some more Yoshi's eggs, so that way we could able to actually just take down the last bit right here. So hopefully we would do that twice, and yet again I'm still run out of those Yoshi's eggs again. But at the same time, we could able to actually just to get them again by, you know, keep on eating those shy guys in between. So either way though, we can at least do that, and hopefully aim it at Baby Bowser, and hopefully we'll finish him off just so much so. In addition to that, get some more health in the process, and some more coins. I think you get 50 each time whenever you somehow counts the actual hit points or something. So just want to clarify that. So either way though, there's the next cutscene right here, which obviously the actual robot itself is now fully collapsed. What have you done to his politeness? Not worry not, I will help you. Apologize for that bad dialogue or anything like that for this point, guys, because I have no idea what I truly saying this right now. Sun Dream Stone grants his impunishedness even more strength. Let me guess. It's like the forms of the previous. Oh my, I may have overdone it. So in this case, we have another variation of a giant Baby Bowser fight once again. It's pretty obvious about the fact that the actual final boss doesn't feel as like pure intense or anything like that, so I'm just probably pointing it out. Except now that rather than becoming woolly of himself, and looks like someone's playing the actual game already, which is, I think it's like Animal Crossing New Horizons or something. And anywho though, so yeah, the entire battle could be summed up as like this. It's the fact that we need to able to grab those little items, so that way we can able to deal the damage on Baby Bowser, or the Mega Baby Bowser, as you can see. So that way we can able to deal the damage on that, specifically on that. You know what that number counter right there, which is at the moment 9,999 number points, as you can see. To do all that, if you're trying to deal the damage on Baby Bowser, is that, or the Mega Baby Bowser, sorry for a little bit of attention right there for this point. And basically, we need to insert one of the hammers. It doesn't really matter which side they're going to be going on to. And then keep on ground pounding in the actual switch. And then basically, the more you do them, then you would able to deal a lot more damage into that specific number counter, such as here. So either way though, that way it'll deal the damage from here. I think you have to do it 3 times, by the way, in order to be able to actually completely done with this entire boss fight. Honestly, out of all the actual final bosses in any other Yoshi games that we've managed to recently play through, this one does feel I don't know, something about the actual final boss just kind of seems like not that much of a challenge, unlike the ones and how it does it in Woolly World. Well, for one noticeable thing, is that in Woolly World it does have a lot of hazards, like the lava, the lava kaisers, or anything like that. But specifically, whenever you're trying to deal with the forms of the Mega Baby Bowser or something, and then that way they can able to deal with the forms of you know, trying to dodge a lot of, it's hard to explain about it sometimes. So anyway, so let's go ahead and, get another insert for this point right there, and accidentally got hit right here. But we can able to at least try to deal with more damage on Baby Bowser, so much like that. And we're now down to 4,000, which means about the fact that, like always, that the actual, the final boss gets a little bit more tougher and aggressive at the same time, so we can expect this much in terms of likely progression difficulty as far as I can remember. Oh yeah, by the way, you know with how the fact that, you know how recently, about a month ago, that, dang it, my Pro Controller's battery is almost gonna be dying until any moment now. I'm really hoping I can able to actually get this finished before the actual Pro Controller will decide to die on me. Because that would be very, very off-putting when with my Pro Controller to somehow died by nearly at the middle portion of the final boss, then that would be kind of like out of hand, which even then hopefully that won't be the case, because thankfully with the Pro Controller, that the battery life is super good when it comes to Nintendo Switch stuff. So anyways, whilst Baby Bowser is trying to do that, we need to hang on to the spare one, so that way we can able to get him some distraction, and then keep on doing that, and, well, that's it. That's the whole entire final boss. So, yeah, it kind of feels a bit on the easier side of things, though, unlike in Yoshi's Woolly World for sure, but I'm not gonna complain about it too much. Despite the final boss, it's pretty much exactly the same as the previous Yoshi's final bosses, except, well, it doesn't have normal Bowser version like the ones in Yoshi's New Island and Yoshi's Island DS, but you probably guys get the point for that particular jazz and stuff. How dare you do this to his Pokénuts? You will pay for this someday. Squee! Of course, like always, Kamek and Baby Bowser will surely got away, but even then, we have not deal with him for that particular point worth noting for. Well, what's this? Oh wait, the shattered, Dream Gems, and then the actual, you know, Dream Sunstone, or Sun Dreamstone just somehow goes all completely, you know. And so, the Sun Dream Stone was finally restored. Together, the Yoshis dreamed that they could be returned to their home island. Looks like they're about to be making something for once, specifically in terms of... Oh, I just realized they're about to be making themselves their ship or something, so even then though, it could be, but more likely the possibilities of able to actually just to realize about certain things, but hey, at least we can able to actually have that option to able to go all the way back to their home island and stuff. You know what, this particular ending does remind me of something related to Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz ending, except, well, you know. Alright, let's head back home. And Yoshi's is all fully happy and everything. And then once that's been done, then the credit sequence will show up, well, as you can see on screen. So even then, there's not much else I can say, well, apart from the fact that we've not actually gone into the final thoughts of the game just yet, though. Just because, spoiler warning for those of you probably wondering, this is not the end of this Let's Play just yet, though. Very much like how the ones and how it does it in Yoshi's Woolly World. So I just want to classify for something out there. So either way though, that's all I can really say in the last stuff. So even then, at least I'll give it some credit for is the fact that the actual visuals still looks very impressive even to this day still. But even then, that's as far as I can usually just discuss upon this right about now. I do apologize if my commentary itself goes a little bit too, how do I put it, sloppy for the most part, just because there's not much else I can say apart from the fact that, well, until likely on next Tuesday, I would able to actually mention about more things here and there, specifically in terms of the forms of the next few stuff I'd like to show you guys, specifically of how this game offers us to. So either way though, yeah, that's as far as I can usually say about it. So yeah, the actual Sun Dreamstone has been completely restored at long last, and hopefully we don't have to deal with the forms of trying to able to find those Dream Gems again and all that stuff. So even then though, yeah, in this credit sequence, all it shows is basically it's like the actual ship traverses through different parts of the world, specifically the actual Pastrial pathway, and also same applies to that the actual jungle environment, as far as I like to say it, even though it's been a couple of days since I actually come back into this game still, but at least that's something. And also that I think this will be the last time we're going to be seeing those Poochie pups in the game, I'm afraid, just because obviously we have essentially done with all of these Poochie pups hide and seek for this point right now, just because, well, again, I'll explain more about it whenever we get on to the forms of the next video until at some point in next Tuesday, so we don't have to explain things too much to say. So either way though, we're able to leave it to that. So either way though, yeah, that's as far as I can usually say about for the sake of this time, folks. And yeah, hopefully by that time I will able to actually get myself my much better commentary until Tuesday, as I said before, and then hopefully I should be able to mention more things, because there's not much else I can say apart from the fact that how easy the final boss is, despite there are some drawbacks, such as of course the lack of challenge and everything like that. I will have to say for this point right now, but either way though, it's just generally it's just one of the most easiest Yoshi games they ever come by from, so yeah, that's all I can say. So even then though, there goes the actual staff credit sequence, and also, they've now made it back to the actual, island itself. So even then though, kudos to those Yoshis, because they are adorable looking, especially in this art style looking. The Yoshis were finally returned home to their peaceful island, and they lived happily ever after. And it says it on here, thank you for playing, with all these little sketches on other Yoshis and all that kinds of stuff, and even all the enemies, and also same applies to other characters as well. So, with that being said for this point guys, that's pretty much about it in terms of the main story as far as I'm concerned. So I guess we'll pretty much get end things off at this point right there, so join me, as I said before, until next Tuesday for more of Let's Play of Yoshi's Crafted World. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because once you beat the main story of the game, you would able to actually access to two things, which there are the Hidden Hills, which is basically the special world, and also the boss challenges as well, as you can see on screen. So yeah, wanted to point that out for this point. So yeah, see you guys until next Tuesday. Later, fellas.